All right, so today I wanted to talk about this study about gender differences in the predictors of life satisfaction across 150 nations. So this study used the Gallup World Poll, where they sampled 952,739 individuals from 150 countries. And they came to some conclusions about the differences in life satisfaction predictors in men and women. Largely, they found that most things are similar, or pretty similar. Which is true, men and women are mostly similar. And one of the things that I want to point out, though, is that they made a list in order of stronger effects or biggest differences between the genders. And number one, the biggest one, was unemployed. So this affected men more so than women. And this is interesting. Also, just number 5 on the list of 31 different things I should let you know is part-time wanting full-time, which affects men more so. Number 3 was corruption in businesses, which affects men's life satisfaction more. And it's just interesting how much of our men's life satisfaction is based upon their job. Now, I talk about this a lot in terms of purpose, of men deriving their purpose from their jobs, but it's so worth stating because it's something that'll be changing so much in the future with AI and everything. I mean, if men don't have jobs, if they're unemployed, and that's the biggest thing for men that affects their life satisfaction, that is a very concerning thing. For women, the biggest difference was being widowed. So being widowed affected women significantly more than men. And this is interesting in terms of like traditional sort of family workings of man as the provider and woman as the nurturer in the home. And if the provider dies, that would make sense. Now I'm totally speculating here, but it is interesting how it seems that the relationship and social support side of things primarily affected women the most, or at least the difference was the most with women. So like number 6, social support, it largely affected women more. Number 7, divorced and separated, female. The stronger effect was in females. And it just goes down the list of just this. It's just interesting to me how the social aspects, social support, the marriages, and the separations are some of the biggest thing for women. Now, obviously, I can't speak as to why that is. I'm not a woman. 2, I've never been married. And 3, I haven't been divorced or widowed. So, I just want to put this out there in case people are interested. Number 1 was unemployed. Number 2, widowed. Number 3, corruption in businesses. Number 4, tertiary education. Number 5, part-time wanting full-time. Number 6, social support. So some of the biggest life satisfaction things just in general across the board were the satisfaction with standard of living. And it was the tertiary education and then the social support. So it seems that education, social support, and your satisfaction level with your living situation are some of the most important things that you can be affected by in life satisfaction. There's also household income satisfaction. So it seems that largely, it's kind of makes sense, but largely the things that make us more satisfied in life are the things that make us more stable, the things that make us more comfortable and not afraid of the future. And unemployed and widowed, those definitely make you question or make you feel like the future is totally unpredictable. I've talked about this in the past, but with the opiate epidemic in the South, it makes sense. I mean, for men, middle-aged men mainly going through this opioid crisis. Not that it doesn't affect women, but unemployed is #1 life satisfaction for men. And I think it does bring about like a sense of shame from not having a purpose. So that's like an inner sort of dynamic that causes a problem, but also with the identity of a man. He doesn't have an identity anymore. He doesn't have the purpose or identity. So there's a sense of shame that could lead to self-harm, depression, depression, possibly self-harm. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll link the articles down below. It's kind of a short video, but I think that people will get something out of this. It's important to know what things affect your life satisfaction. So anyways, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching.